combatants. So right now, you're being aggressive, right? So you're violating my Third Amendment right because I'm quartering with an enemy combatant.
It is what it is. We're all sick from disinformation. We all live for twisted sensations. Kids are safe, but too well behaved to feel. Never heal with the fakes. Go make something real. If what you've always believed in was not considered treason, business will be booming, writing news with no meaning. Take it or leave it, the way you see it is the end result. Angels and demons.
Oh, I got a headache. My head is pounding. Had this headache for like the past 2 freaking days. It's annoying. Anyway, what's up, guys? Hope everyone's doing all right. All right, so I just wanted to go live. I had some beginning, like laptop. And for someone to have the laptop, it went and I rewatched it. And he has now. I don't because maybe his opinion differ from AB's and differs from mine. I don't know all the nuances between in the case, either for or against him. I didn't really follow it all that much. Honestly, I didn't really watch Sancho's video on it. I plan on doing it now because after our talk earlier, man, it was interesting. It was really cool. You can't hear me. Let me try something. Audio. Maybe that's an issue. Hold on. So stupid. All right, is that better? Is that better? Can we hear now? All right, cool. Good. Anyway, if you guys caught the last stream, it got pretty interesting. It settled down, and I think we got some dialogue going in, but it started out really quickly, and there was something. AB had said something that along the effects of Sancho said he was dangerous because of the opinion he had on Daniel the Holzclaw. Again, I didn't hear that because I put my headphones. I like moved, jerked, and they kind of like came out of the laptop. And when that happens, I lose all audio, and it's always a pain in the ass to try and get the audio back. So I didn't exactly hear it. But when I went back and I looked at it, I do not agree with that because that's kind of like what we do for that's what we get on other people for doing, like auditors or doing something without knowing all the facts or whatnot. And that's kind of what happened in that instance. Now, my assumption is because just the passion he has for bad police conduct, and just all the evidence. I mean, all the stuff, the evidence that he believes that they have in the court trial, and all of this. Definitely, he was a little biased in the situation. I think he actually did admit that he was a little biased in the situation. But there really was no need to say he was dangerous, and he did apologize for calling him names. But I just wanted to make sure that I just want to say that out there because I didn't agree with that. I didn't hear it. I would have said something if I would have heard it. But so yeah, I just want to say that. And I don't know. I don't really have a whole lot unless somebody else has something else they want to talk about. What's up, Jarhead? Bruce. Whose channel? Oh, hey, Coachella Valley. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and, because I got nothing else, but I'm going to go ahead and put the thing up if anybody wants to come on in and shoot the shit for a little bit. I got a little bit of time. Plus, I'm really kind of amped up from the last one. That was such a good stream. I enjoyed it. Thanks for everyone that joined. I think it could be a lot of fun to do like a whole little series on the whole squad thing. Sancho seems to be very informed on on what he's talking about on his side. And, I'm all for if it comes out that, for some reason there's some bullshit that happened. I think it should come out that guy was innocent, for sure. Because, there's nothing there. There are many people that are in jail right now that don't belong to be in jail. Him, on the other hand, don't know a whole lot about the case, so I can't really make an opinion on that. But I definitely am willing to look on both sides. Mirror my vid I did, my live. Oh, you mean the one where you're calling? Oh yeah, the one. Oh, you mean the one where you called at Omaha cop block for not doing the, what was it? He took a plea deal or something like that. Oh, you mean kind of like the video that you did with Anselmo, where you pretty much defended him for doing the same thing? Are you now calling Anselmo a coward as well? I mean, Anselmo, are you saying he's no longer an auditor too? That's what I want to know. I want to know if you're calling Anselmo not an auditor because he did the same thing that you're getting on Omaha cop block for. So I'd assume that you also have an issue with Anselmo for doing that as well. Chris Blanco.
Hey.
Hey, Nevaeh. What's up, Chris?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind marrying. I'm just saying. I mean, just I want to know if you're calling Anselmo too. Are you calling out Anselmo too? Well, I mean, will you be doing it in the future? I should say. I'm sorry.
Anselmo is just a little boy who wants to show that he can stand up to the police and show people that they can stand up for the rights when everybody knows that they can stand up for the rights no matter what. Mm-hmm. They can sit there and say, you're doing something wrong.
Oh, jeez, that's a lot of people.
And then they can get a lawyer who knows the law and they can fight it in court. This Anselmo guy just wants to...
Hey, Caroline.
He just wants to start trouble to show that the police are evil, and the police aren't evil. They're an essential part of our society.
True, but there are bad police officers. We do have to admit and come to terms with that.
Yeah.
Okay, I got something I want to say. Hi.
Yes, ma'am.
So remember we were talking earlier about the filming of the women's shelter?
Yes.
The resistance, yeah. So Omaha filmed a rape victim.
No way.
What?
Let me finish. Really? Let me finish. Yeah. And guess who is defending that action?
Who?
Sitting in your chat? Josh.
Josh.
Really?
You didn't even have to tell me that. Josh, you're an asshole.
Well, he wants me to mirror his video where he's, the one where he talked about he did today, where he's saying Omaha Cop Block is not a real auditor because he took a charge when he was innocent. So he wants me to mirror that video.
Yeah,
I
so
say, okay, I'll
hang on. Why is he defending Omaha filming a rape victim? That's what I want to know, Josh. Why don't you answer to that with your asinine self?
Well, I think that's fair an answer. He questions that. But yeah, so Carolina, Fort Worth, welcome.
Oops, thank you. I had to mute my mic because my dog is barking. But
Oh, no worries.
Caroline.
I came up because Nevaeh came up because she's got good stuff to say usually.
Thank you.
Okay.
So I'm like, that is really not any different than going to a woman's shelter and filming people or women at a woman's shelter, or trying to see in the windows with a camera at a woman's shelter. You're going to film a rape victim, and you, Josh, are going to defend the fact that this Omaha did that? Really? Is that because you're a rapist? Is that because you're a woman beater? Is that why that's okay with you to do that?
That's a good point. I mean, that's a fair question, which I doubt he'll answer. Yeah. Also, Anselmo is another one that films rape victims. He did it, and the very video he got, him and Joe Orga got arrested in. And
Another rapist.
What about? And then what? Wasn't AFA and Joe Orga also when they went to where did they go to? What I'm gonna fuck this up. Worcester. There you go, Worcester. Wasn't there a domestic violence victim in the lobby too?
Hang on a second. Hang on.
Yeah, there was
Accountability
it's
for
the ones
all.
that
I think you should be excommunicated from the auditing community because you're a piece of shit. And who died and left you God? That's what I want to know. You think you're so much above everybody else, and your own behavior is deplorable and despicable, and you stand up for the wrong things in our society. You are a piece of shit, and you need to be in jail. That's my opinion.
That's true. That's true.
Now, to be fair,
I agree.
To be fair, he did call out Glenn when not many auditors still to this day aren't doing it.
That's because he was pushed
I give
into
him
it.
credit. I still give him credit.
It.
I still give him credit where there are a lot of auditors that won't even do anything like that, right?
So let me get this straight.
You gotta give him credit for that.
Omaha, what's his name? Obviously kicked Josh to the curb just like everybody else, so now he's attacking him. I haven't seen the video, so I honestly don't know the reason why he's excommunicating that to him.
He can't do that anyway. And
no,
anyway,
he can't.
Okay, so since he can't do that, he's only trying to give himself that power. And I got news for you, little boy with tits. You don't have that power. You are nothing. You are a piece of garbage. If you think anybody has any respect for you, I got news for you. There's a whole lot more people that don't have respect for you. They think you're a joke.
Yeah, bitch tits.
Okay, Josh, if you'd like to come up and explain why you excommunicated him, you're more than welcome to come on. I know you probably won't, but hey, I'm just throwing the invitation out there. That's
the
all.
only time Josh...
Hey, I promise I won't attack him as long as he's up here, but other than that, I'm going to attack the shit out of that.
The only time Josh kicks anybody to the curb is because he somehow is butthurt. Himself, his selfish little self, his own interest. That's when he kicks somebody to the curb. He stands up for somebody as long as they're licking his ass. But as long as they stop licking it, when they stop licking his ass, he kicks them to the curb and thinks he has the power to kick them out of the auditing community. Josh Abrams, you're a piece of shit. You have no power. You have no say-so. You're a piece of garbage. You beat women. You rape women. You need to be out of the community. Why don't you just leave now?
Let's see. Someone else is here. Bruce.
Bitch tits.
Okay.
All these auditors who I don't mind them going to a what is it? To a like a
Chris, we
like
can
a
hardly
police
hear you.
department.
Yeah, you turn your volume up, Chris.
Okay, how do I do that?
I don't know, maybe move closer to your mic. I don't know.
Well, I got a headset on.
No, put it to your mouth. Turn your volume
What's
up.
up, Bruce?
Is this better?
Hey, what's up?
Is this
So,
better?
I've had a really passionate day. I'm sorry.
Hold
Hey,
I
on.
can tell.
Nevaeh.
It's okay.
Nevaeh.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. So is this
So,
better?
yeah, a little bit. Got your
You'd
volume?
have to
Can
ask
you turn
Josh
your
what
volume?
his charges. Ask Josh what his charges. He's in the chat somewhere. Ask him. He'll be able to tell you what his charge is. I doubt he will, but he's the one that can tell you.
He has several.
He's
Is he another one
always
of
that.
these guys who?
You never asked. You never said if you supported auditing the USA. I'm not sorry, auditing the USA. Auditing America. You never said whether you supported him or you didn't. If you're gonna call out Omaha Cop Black for a certain situation, you need to call out auditing America for that same situation that you defended earlier. You were actually his interview guy. You were his hype man on that one. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Floor is yours, Chris.
So I don't mind these
Yeah,
guys
it's not
going
anything,
to
but
police stations
America,
and
okay, is
some
over there on News Now England. He's over there on that channel too. So I think they're mirroring us.
Who's mirroring? Wait, who's mirroring us?
I'm not sure,
I
but
don't care.
they actually it's over there on News Now New England, whatever.
News New England. Brian's panel.
Oh, well, they can mirror. I don't give a shit. That's fine.
I don't know if they are or not, but
I don't know.
I just thought I'd let you know.
No, but I mean, these
I
guys
doubt they are. It don't matter anyway.
Some of them who
Like they said, they don't worry about me.
go.
They're a
Chris-
bunch of pussies.
Chris, we can't hear you, sweetie.
I can't find the comment that I highlighted.
I don't mind these guys going to police stations because police stations they can defend themselves and they can arrest, or going to a sheriff's department and they can defend themselves. But when they go to a women's shelter, no, that's not cool because those women are there for a reason. They're not there just to be there. They're there because somebody has hurt them. Somebody has done something to them, and they need to get away. And it's just like, just leave them alone. Go audit the IRS or something.
Yeah, but I mean, like they said, wasn't it? Abrams said when I asked the question earlier, right, Kenny, that it was a government thing, right? Isn't that what this is all about, right?
Yeah, but the thing was
just a second, man. And I don't agree with that. I already told you that earlier. But that was that right? Not what that was it about, right? Even though it's a women's, it's a battery shelter, which is totally wrong, unacceptable. Okay, I don't know where these.
You dropped, Bruce.
I can't hear him, but that was a fake Josh because I have the extension for my Chrome and it wasn't him. That was a fake Josh in chat.
Oh, it's a fake Josh?
Mhm.
All right.
What a shame. You mean I cut loose on him and it wasn't even here?
That's the best speech ever, Navia. Gosh.
He's still
It
a
wasn't even
pussy.
Josh.
He's still a pussy.
She can't.
Howdy, Stuck.
What's up, Stuck?
Mrs. J.
Okay.
Everybody hear me okay?
Hey, NJ.
Yeah.
What's up? What's up, Diver?
Good evening. Just so you all know, the whole situation with him may change on the 17th. There's something about a change of plea.
Yeah, that's what Kate was telling us earlier, that we might not be seeing him after the 17th.
Won't hurt my feelings any.
Oh,
Yay!
So
Hey, you
Carolina,
guys hear me now?
yeah,
Yeah,
Carolina,
Hello.
Nathaniel wants to know: are you still doing dinner and a movie?
Are we still doing dinner and a movie? Me and him?
That's yes, that's what he wants to know.
Sure. Is he coming here?
Yeah, he's here.
Hey, Bruce, you're
Alana, you want to do
Bruce.
dinner? Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Now, I know the people like you said, this government stuff. Okay. If you want to go, and videotape the government, go to the people. All right. Go to those people where, whatever. But a damn women's battered shelter is just inappropriate. Period. And I don't know what kind of idiot.
Yeah, that's true.
You cut out again.
It's not against the law, but it's really rude.
And then
No, yeah, it's not. It's dangerous
really-
too. It's very dangerous.
It's just really
And then-
fucked up.
It's
filming
not
and then another one, filming a rape victim. Are you serious right now?
well, if the police were smart.
Up, man.
Yeah, I remember that.
Man, get them out of the community, man. That's unacceptable,
I
man.
remember that. I remember that video. Yeah, and he was like, I don't care. I'm going to do this, this, and this. And he's just like, get the hell out of there.
Why didn't you take her in the back and put her in a separate room?
When you're dealing with someone without moral, don't expect any kind of decency.
Yeah.
So Carolina,
Yes, ma'am.
hey, dude, man, do you think that it would be appropriate for everybody in the 1A genre to call out these people that are placing themselves in the community with you and doing these?
Well, I used to think, well, if they were just, this is what I used to think, if they're still getting support for our cause, it really doesn't matter how they're doing it, right? Well, I don't think that way anymore. I really don't, because but honestly, just like getting into the 1A community, something has to happen to you, and for you in order to get into the 1A community, something has to happen to you as an auditor from another auditor for you to feel that way now. Because he did me so bad, it was unbelievable. And I didn't think that a 1A community, one of my brethren, would do something like that to me, but he did. So I'm calling him out every chance I get. It's so bad, but I am. But I'm not going to get over what he did to me.
So do you think that, though, collectively, right? And I'm talking about everybody that knows what's going on with these situations should be shouting from the rooftops that these people don't need to even be recognized as part of this movement?
Possibly because someone would have shouted it from the rooftops before I got involved with him. And I was naive to that. I didn't care what they do. I didn't care as long as they were bringing awareness to the community. And that's I didn't care. I just thought, okay, well, at least they're bringing awareness and this and that. But when they do it that way, like it's like cheating. It's like cheating at a Monopoly game or just anything. It's just they're not doing it the right way. So, but who's to say what's the right way and what's the wrong way? Then that morals come into play there. But
don't you think morals should be coming into play when you're filming a domestic violence victim shelter?
Of course, why would you even go shoot one of those anyway? Why would you?
I agree.
And they don't even put the address in the phone book. That's how secretive they are, They try to be. But that's just rude. That's just putting people in jeopardy. People like getting hurt that way. Quiet you. I have a new puppy. But yeah, and there's several of them now that I won't audit with because I won't trust them to have my back.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's been throwing people under the bus left and right, and some of them aren't fair that he's doing it. So, so in that Omaha just now after he. So
my original question was, shouldn't the majority of the community that are becoming aware
yes
be calling these people out and excommunicating them?
I think so, but I think they should be doing it now. I think that we're evolving right now. We used to have this big division between auditors and non-auditors and supporters of the auditors and now we're having this kind of like this revolution. I think we're starting to divide up even more, like in different kind of groups. Like so now we have auditors that hang out with the trolls who we thought were trolls, and you see what I'm saying? We're starting to come to have a meeting of minds because we all have the same goal at the end of the day, right? Which is to keep the freedoms in our country alive.
I think you're absolutely right on that. You're seeing a lot more auditors be more open-minded to who they would consider a troll before.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
like 2 months ago, you wouldn't be caught dead on a channel like this, right?
No, I didn't even know. I didn't even know this was a troll channel, actually. Because you were
It's
so
not really.
nice.
It's not a troll channel. It's not a troll channel, but
Not a troll channel. It's a watchdog channel. Get it right.
Hey,
You
Carolina,
don't know
Carolina, take a breath for a second. Carolina, hit your mute button for a second. Take a breath. You're going crazy.
Me. Are you all aware that there are more than one quote unquote watchdog channels, that there are servers on Discord that are doing nothing but keeping track of these people?
It's not about Watchdog or who's Nevea. You got to mute yourself, please. Thank you. It's actually wasn't you. There you go. Somebody's given feedback. That's why I said that. It's not about Watchdog or troll. It's about channels that give out factual information, or they are a channel that checks factual information, which means that. Hey, Bruce, give me a second here, bud. Which means that when channels like Abrams produce misinformation, there's channels like Kenny's and A Balance that go in, look at the misinformation, do the research, find out the factual information, and then release the factual information. And what happens is a lot of auditors, or not even auditors, just anybody who gets their shit checked, they get butthurt about it, and then they call you a troll. So, for instance, if you say like, oh, Josh Abrams has 7 past convictions and he said he never signed guilty pleas. If you go on the Josh Abrams rant on any channel that's not a fact check channel, they kick you off, they ban you, they mute you, they time you out, because they want to believe the fantasy that is Josh Abrams. So they look past that stupid shit, right? They don't think it's... Abrams has been excommunicated out of the fucking auditing community months, almost a year ago. He's only relevant because of his sub count. That's the only reason he's relevant. He's nothing but the butt of jokes in every Discord I've been in, including auditor Discords. He's just a meme anymore. And I tried to explain that to somebody the other day, like, who is stuck on Abrams like I used to be. I told him, I said, yo, listen, he's a meme. He's going away. He's going to do some time. And then when he gets done doing his time, he's going to have supervision to walk off. And for the next however many years, he's not going to be able to do what he's doing. He's irrelevant, and it's going to continue to be irrelevant for the years to come.
Yeah. But I know I totally agree with you, but I do think Carolina has something, she's right. It seems like the auditors are kind of like breaking off into their own little different kind of subgroups within the auditing community. You have auditors like Nasty Nathaniel, who frequents Watchdog Cop channels. Carolina, I've seen you in Maxwell Report. Who's another one? There's a lot of auditors that go onto the Maxwell Report, a lot more than go on my channel.
Well, no. Yeah, I just was saying that when they call them troll channels, they're not troll channels. They're like, they do what you do.
Agreed.
You know what I mean? They do what Masshole does, what A Balance does. They're trying to inform the public that these people are giving you the wrong information. And if you go out in public and act the way they're acting, you could get arrested for it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's not about being a troll. It's just, it's that we don't believe the narrative that their channels are pushing, right? So It's like, So like Massel said, half troll, half research. It goes into that troll realm then, because when you're given that information, right, the factual stuff, they attack you. So then it becomes a troll, right? Like it just becomes funny, like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but my point being is that I think it's good to see that we are starting to lose that distinction. People are starting to find out that no, we are not troll channels. We're just a different side of the same coin when it comes to, like you're saying, we want everyone's First Amendment rights to be done. They're starting to see a lot more of that, and I think that's good. Okay, so don't think I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, that's should 10 right there. All right, so I'm at the 10 limit now.
Can you hear me?
I think.
Yeah, so yeah, I can hear now. Sorry.
All right, there we go. So yeah, but I just think it's important to see that's happening. Like Coachella Valley Cop Watch has actually been. He was actually one of my first subscribers, and he's an auditor. I mean, I'm not Carolina. Sorry.
I was one of your first as well, and I'm a civil rights activist. Like I like, what I mean?
Yeah, PT Rider was one of my first subscribers too.
Hey, Kenny, I was one of your first too when you were talking about Josh at first.
Were you? Oh wow.
Yeah,
okay.
I just didn't comment. I didn't really comment. I just watched your videos.
Okay. Well, I don't think it shows that you're a subscriber. You must have your subscribers hidden because I can't see everybody. Only the people that there's only a few I can see. But anyway, yeah, I think that's important. I think it's good to see, and it allows for real talks, real negotiations, real maybe even some collaborations where you can go out there and maybe give some advice, whether it's received well or poorly. Just I think it's important that we're able to have that conversation without jumping down each other's throats.
So
Assholes in the house.
So we're like we're evolving. Like I never would have talked to GD or Patrick or Jimmy.
You ever notice how it's also a lot easier to debate somebody who you have an issue with on like these more open channels than it is to do it on the actual auditors channels? Because it seems like I don't know. I just think like when you invite people on like this channel or like Masshole or any of those, like they get their stage, they get to talk, like people are respectful of them. But then it's like you go on their channel and you try and talk about the facts and then you get muted, kicked off, you know what I mean? Get a dick drawn on your face, you know what I mean? Like they try and meme you for trying to be, talk to them.
So some of these people out here that are calling themselves auditors, they are a whole new breed of predator, is all they are. Just another breed of predator.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you on that one.
I agree.
Peachy Rider has it's good. She's well, it's just funny. It's like it seems like because Peachy, Josh like got upset with Caroline, and now Carolina's all on I wouldn't really say she's on the side of the Watchdog, but she's more willing to be. She's more accepting of the Watchdog community than she was before. I'm sure there's few Watchdogs that she doesn't agree with, or there's certain things that I've said, or the Kate, or the Master, or whoever, or Sandra, or whoever said that you don't agree with. But there are some things you can, and you can still come and enjoy the conversation, get involved in the conversation if you feel like it. We don't always have to agree on everything, and I think that's what is awesome about this community is that we can still have decent conversations without necessarily leaving that conversation agreeing with each other at the end of it.
But see, that's what I'm saying. It's evolving. Like this is a separate section. This show with these people on it are different than like another Watchdog.
It's like they're rebounding off of it's like a relationship, right? And then they rebound and then start like it's a good thing. I'm not saying that as a bad thing. I'm saying it like, if you look at all the people who Abrams has like kicked to the curb and had an issue with, they've all been more open to like criticism, I guess you could call it, or more open to discussion, right?
What you have are basically two types. You've got what we have here, where people treat each other decently, and you have an open forum, or you have an echo chamber.
So sometimes it takes an incident for people to actually see what they once thought as trolls. It takes an incident for them to see the other side. Like, it wasn't just that CFW and Josh got upset with each other. It's what was done to her. And by every right she has to be upset about that. She had a right to be furious about that. And so I think that sometimes some of them might have to experience something similar to see what they are actually involved with.
Exactly.
Or who.
Exactly.
Or who. Yeah.
I had both sides of it. I had him, which I could not believe it, and then I had all these people reaching out to me, and I'm like, whoa, what's up with this? I had so many people reaching out to me and sending me emails. I was just like floored. So I started to see differently than how I was seeing before, and it was nice. It actually was nice.
Yeah, it was a bunch of crap what happened to you. The way and it wasn't just one day. They were like a pack of hyenas, and it was.
Dude, I didn't even do anything wrong.
I
wrong. They played the prank on me, and then they tried to twist it around and say it was me. You know, it's like, wow. Don't ever call police to my house, please, people.
That prank could have turned out a lot differently.
Well, they sent some to my rent house too, so that could have been even worse. What if I would have had my renter get murdered or killed by the police?
Right. Extortion Watchers, you've been pretty quiet. What's up, man? How are you?
Yo, what's up? How are you?
Not bad. So, did you see the whole video that Resistance put out with the?
No,
you didn't. It's took down now, from what I can tell. But yeah, he pretty much did a women's shelter. That was pretty much. Yeah, it was pretty bad.
It was flagged by many people.
And it's took down now. So
yeah, I don't agree with any of that. I don't agree with that.
So what do you think? Do you think that do you kind of agree and concur with everyone is saying here about the auditing community kind of like splintering and like Caroline was saying, this little subgroups are forming?
I hate to tell you, but the entire genre was splitting about 3 years ago.
Okay, well, I wasn't around for this for 3 years ago, so this is all news to me.
Some of us have been around for near a decade.
Okay.
But I noticed a lot of them grouped together. They end up fighting like within 3 weeks, and it's all this drama like going on with Josh today.
Well, see, here's the thing. All right, now here's the thing. Now, and when there's an issue, when you're like, let's take a man and let's say a guy. He's married 4 times, right? How the first time you might be able to say it's the woman's fault or the guy's fault or whatever, the partner's fault. But when you're going your 2, 3, 4 different times, and you're still having issues with somebody else, all right, 7 times, you have to start. You have to start thinking, well, maybe I'm the problem here. Maybe Josh is the problem in all these relationships with the auditors, and maybe it's time he sees that. If he's having all these issues with auditors and they're just getting rid of him, pissing him off, and he pisses them off or whatever, and he goes off on them, at some point he has to take some sort of responsibility for his actions.
We call that a common denominator.
And what he goes off on isn't even a big deal half the time. Like today was over like Omar Koplock pleading guilty. If he wanted to plead guilty, that's on him. You know.
Well, that's the lie Josh tells everybody. He used to say, I don't take plea deals. I don't take plea deals. But all of his convictions, all of them are plea deals. Not one. Like he tried to say some shit today on Brian's channel about like Paulie was talking to him and he was like, Paulie was like, well, have you ever taken a plea deal for something? And he was like, well, I did because I did it. And that was the first time he ever admitted to taking a plea deal on a live. He used to deny it, but he has 7 convictions, and all of them are plea deals, including the new one on the 17th, which is a plea deal. Like, don't you remember a couple months ago when he was like, I'm going to beat the robbery, I'm going to take it to trial, they don't have no evidence on me. I actually have I don't know how many, like 15-page affidavit of all of the evidence they have on him. And he took a plea deal on this. So it's him taking the information, minimizing it, twisting it, making it fit what his narrative is for his audience. He doesn't tell you the truth. He's taken plea deals his whole life, just like he took another one, just like he'll take one in Indiana while he's serving this time for the robbery. He'll take that plea deal and he'll get done his time here. He'll go to Indiana and do his time down there.
He was so adamant that he didn't commit a felony. He actually made a deal. If anybody can prove that I have a felony, I'll take down my channel. And here we are now, find out 7 convictions later, and he's still going strong.
Yeah, let me look how many pages that robbery is real quick.
I think I remember him saying that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Has anyone researched the definition of narcissism?
Oh, it's 19 pages.
Oh, it's Josh to a T. It's Josh to a T.
Yeah, we have. We've posted it several times.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's 19 pages. And he was like, they don't have video evidence. They have maps, photos. They have video at the liquor store. They have the coat, the hat. They have everything. They have everything. Everything. All the way up to Exhibit J. So,
Now, what did he say? He said something funny, like when the cops questioned him about, like, his girlfriend was a driver or something, right? At the time?
I'd have to go up and read the exact statement that he gave.
I think so, but he made some sort of asinine argument, like, it couldn't have been me because of this. And I remember thinking that's just a total Josh answer, trying to pull one over on the cops. And obviously it didn't work, but I can't remember exactly what was said, but I do remember I laughed.
Did he say you're violating my 3rd Amendment rights?
I know, right? Oh, that's so fun. I know, right? That's why I want him to never forget he said that. That's why I put it on my videos, so he never forgets.
Don't you mean get away, traveler?
Welcome back, Carl. What's up? And Mrs. J, welcome back.
Well, I had my rant. I feel like it fell on deaf ears because it wasn't Josh, unfortunately.
Yeah, but that's okay.
It was great practice. I enjoyed it.
It was great practice.
I'm going to jump off with you. Let's have my spot.
I mean, even you got to remember, even if you did get a chance to say it to him, he wouldn't give you the opportunity to say it. He would just overtalk you and disrespect you, and so.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You got everything good. It was good.
I'm very familiar with his tactics. But thank you for allowing me up and having that rant. I appreciate it.
Thank you for letting us hear it. I'm jumping off too.
Yeah,
Thank you, Kenny.
Thanks for joining in. Thanks, Carolina. More than welcome anytime, both of you.
I just have one thing to say.
Okay.
X-door open. X-door owes me a new anchor tree.
I can't believe he hasn't told his supporters yet what his plea deal is on the 17th. I mean, he hasn't. Anybody brings it up in any of the chats, he won't answer it. Nope, he just won't. Because he knows.
Yeah, he knows.
Doomed. He's doomed. Thank God he's doomed.
This is like
Josh is on NHL now.
It's like, have you ever had something that you wanted to give to somebody so bad? Like, Jesus. We'll talk, Kenny.
I unfortunately did not get a chance to see that video that got taken down. I heard about it, and I tell you, I've been sitting here livid. Just how can somebody pull shit like this? You know?
Okay. Yeah, It's still on Schrodinger's cat, but it's the original video, I believe, probably got took down because it got flagged by a lot of people.
Well, it should be, because I mean, this as everybody's talking about the split in the community and all this. Honestly, I think the auditors have to take a step back and take a look at what they're frickin' doing half the time, because they're going into dangerous territory here on how they're pulling this off or what they're trying to do, right?
Uh-huh.
Do you agree? Like,
Yeah.
take a step back and stop. I mean, like churches, synagogues, and now a woman's shelter. What next? My house?
Who knows? Where could they go from here? They've already done churches. Now they're doing women's shelters. What's next? Are they going to do adoption agencies?
Border Patrol, you know?
I wouldn't care if they did Border Patrol.
Yeah, they do Border Patrol every day.
Yeah, I wouldn't care if they did that. But an adoption agency, I think that would be going pretty far, too.
But the point is, okay, First Amendment rights and all the rights aside and everything else, an audit, what is the definition of an audit? Everybody's thinking, they seem to have forgotten what auditing means, right?
Well, it's never meant the same thing. I mean, when you think of an audit, a true audit, the auditors know. There's only one auditor that I know that actually attempts to do true audit, and that's audit them. He actually tried to do like his version of audit. Of course, he had to throw in the usually auditor spiel with it, so he failed naturally.
Of course.
But only one has really done actual audit as opposed to just what they feel is a First Amendment audit.
Have you checked out a channel called Honor Your Oath?
No.
No.
He's been at it for years.
He's pretty good.
He does it right. He pre-plans. He knows what he's doing. He knows the law. Sometimes better than the people that are on the other side of the camera. In fact, most times. And I don't know that he's ever been arrested. I do know he's never been convicted.
Okay.
Does he get rude and belligerent?
He usually reflects back what he gets. And he doesn't usually get belligerent, only when he's had a case of somebody in authority actually snatching at his camera. It was a warden, actually. But no, his name is Jeff Green. He's been working for Photography is Not a Crime probably 5 to 8 years.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Cool. Yeah. So, what is it? What is his channel? Sorry, I missed.
His channel name, Honor Your Oath.
Oh, Honor Your Oath. Okay. I got a short-term memory sometimes. But
maybe he should give classes.
Maybe. But I mean, if it's, it goes back to, all right, why do all these frauditors go up to these places? They want the clicks and views. I think that's all they care about. They want to incite, reactions in a negative way to get the clicks and views, and hopefully people will watch, and they get monetized. And that's as far as I see, anyway, for most of it.
Some of them, yeah.
A lot of them do. I mean, I would be more impressed if I saw. I mean, I know it's going to, stretching it for Josh, but if Josh were to go in and do an actual audit and they can do it properly by the, whatever book is written, and come out with a grade. Like, yep, they got an A+, or they got an A-, or whatever the case might be. That's an audit, because you're there to review the procedures and policies and whatever else.
Mm-hmm.
God, I'm pissed. I'm pissed off with that whole video. Hearing about that video.
Yeah, it was pretty bad, and I think it's gonna be interesting to see what auditors actually. I mean, it's gonna be hard because not a whole lot of people are gonna be able to see it now, and anything that anybody that's a fan of Watchdog says, unless there's video proof, no one's gonna believe what we say. Well, you just hate them in general. You just hate them to hate them, and there's no actual proof to find behind this video. Without the video there, it's gonna be hard to prove that what this guy did with the video not there anymore.
Well, I saw it on Schrodinger's. That's where I saw it today. So it's still out there.
Okay, well then we can direct him towards Schrodinger's cat's channel, which is good.
And just
Good
I
night,
still gotta
everyone.
check that out.
save a
Kenny.
copy, Schrodinger.
Kenny,
Yeah,
check Discord.
I can't.
Oh, you're on your phone?
Yeah.
Okay, just do it afterwards then.
Oh, you
All right.
suck. Kenny, you suck. Get off
DMs.
on the computer.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, I didn't really have a whole lot. I just wanted to come on and just in case. I just want to come on and set some things straight from the audit. I still think that it'd be a good idea for AB and Sancho to kind of like have a debate over the whole David Holtzclaw trial. I think AB's idea of watching the whole trial, and then not only that, they could do like a whole separate channel dedicated to it, and they could look at the whole trial. Not only that, but then Sancho could put up the evidence he has for why he thinks he's innocent, and then AB could do his side, and then people could figure out from there, who they believe, and who knows, maybe they'll convince each other. I think it'll be a great idea. I'd watch the shit out of that because I think they're both are very intelligent and both have a lot to say.
Yeah, no, I read in the chat way back. What the hell is El Sancho saying about Canada that he shouldn't have said?
I'm not sure.
Good night, everyone.
It was
Good
a
night,
while.
Carl.
Yeah, be good, everyone. I'm gonna head out.
All right.
As always, good
All
show,
right.
Kenny. We'll talk.
Yeah, thank you.
We will talk later, everyone. Have a good time.
Later.
Right. We love your audits, Noli. Welcome, Noli's here. What's up, Noli? How are you today?
No, it's just I want to know. I'm curious what Sancho said about Canada because obviously I'm the lone Canadian here, right? So.
No, AB's a Canadian.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's probably a few. I'm sure there's more Canadian. How many Canadians are in the chat right now? I know Sancho. I'm not catching. Sorry. I think we got a few.
Okay.
I think we've got some. We got some UK people too.
Yeah, and depending on what he said, you don't say anything bad about my country. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I audited my dog today. The bitch tried to bite me. Oh, the dog tried to bite you. That sucks.
Mine don't bite.
I don't have a dog. I used to have a dog. I had a
Kenny, you want to? If
golden retriever Irish setter mix.
Oh, nice. I got my golden and my King Corso here. I just posted a couple of new videos. I got a couple of videos of these two turkeys, so on my channel. I just actually posted.
Who's your team, South Jersey Sasquatch? You like hockey? Who's your team? I'm not a big hockey fan. I like basketball. I like football. That's pretty much my sports.
Hockey is a Canadian sport.
It is. It is.
We are famous for that, at least. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And as Chuck always says, Canada.
The Jersey Devils. There you go. Okay. I don't know if they're any good or not, but because I don't really follow hockey, but I do know that that's a team. The Jersey Devils, yeah. All right, guys. So I'm gonna call this one, unless anyone has something to say. Does anyone have anything they want to talk about or bring up?
No. I just tried to jump on, and that's about it.
Okay. Yeah, didn't want to go too long. Just want to say what I had to say, and that's it. Sancho's live, so if you guys want to go over and check that out. And then I guess if you wanted to go laugh at NNE, you could go laugh at him. He's also live. So choices, guys. Choices. All right, guys.
I know.
I was laughing at emo earlier.
All right.
Nice. Anyway.
Later.
All right.
All right, guys. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for joining me, Stuck Diver, Mr. J, and Extortion Watchers.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody in the chat.
All right, guys. Later. Peace.
Later.